I love you.
As promised, I would come back to this monologue. Here it is, the Season 2 versus Season 4 Mike's monologue comparison. Start with Mike calling out to Elle desperately, the vines actually tightening as he speaks to her on her neck.
Mike.
Will, what's wrong?
Don't stop. Okay, you're the heart. Okay, remember that. You're the heart.
Mike is peer pressured by Will to say I love you to help save Elle, because Will is a good brother and loves his sister. This is a stark contrast to the Season 2 monologue, which was actually Mike's idea.
If anyone knows how to destroy this thing, it's Will. He's connected to him. He'll know his weakness. Do you remember the first day that we met? Elle, I want you to know I'm here, okay? I'm right here.
And while is hesitating, Mike looks away before he says,
I love you. It was the first day of kindergarten.
Notice that those vines continue to tighten. Elle doesn't believe
Do you
him.
hear me? I love you. I'm sorry I don't say it more. It's not because I'm scared of you.
Oh my God.
I'm not. I've never felt that way.
Holy shit, Elle. What did you do?
What did you do? Never.
If you are new to Film and TV analysis, you may not know this, but lightning and thunder always happen simultaneously, unlike they do in real life. This is because they're usually used to drive home a poignant moment, so a very important moment. Let me show you an example of how lightning is used.
He didn't seem to vex
No, it was
himself
more
about
than that.
How, sir?
It was the lack of propriety shown by your mother, your 3 younger sisters, even on occasion your father.
It's not because I'm scared of you. I'm not. I've never felt that way. Never. But I am.
Lightning and thunder wasn't just coincidence. We know as viewers that Mike is lying here. He's been afraid of her a couple of times. In fact, he even asked her multiple times what's wrong with her.
Mike? Mike? Mike, what? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that?
Come on.
What's wrong with you?
Come on.
What is wrong with you?
I knew nobody. I had no friends. And I just felt so alone and so scared. I am scared that one day you'll realize you don't need me anymore. And I thought that if I said how I felt, it would somehow make that day hurt more. But the truth is,
Because she's scared of losing you, just like you're scared of losing her. And if she was going to lose you, I think she'd rather just get it over with quick, like ripping off a Band-Aid.
Elle, I don't know how to live without you.
Point out once again, the vines are still tightening around her neck. Elle does not believe him.
I feel like my life started that day we found you in the woods. It was the best thing I've ever done.
We have to do something. Will can be in danger. I'm the only one that cares about Will.
Mike only let Elle stay because Elle could help him find Will.
And I knew right then and there, in that moment, that I loved you. And I've loved you every day since.
When I stumbled on her in the woods, she just needed someone. It's not fate, it's not destiny, it's just simple dumb luck.
So, you know, just the Stranger Things writers saying that they don't believe in love at first sight. I'm pretty sure that was a hint.
But I saw you on the swings, and you were alone too.
You see, I don't believe those things that people are saying that because of the monologue with Elle, he's suddenly a bad actor, when we had him as a child delivering these lines with so much emotion. Maybe, just maybe, Mike doesn't love Elle and isn't interested in Elle that way anymore. Is that such a stretch to believe?
You're just swinging by yourself. And I just walked up to you and I asked.
There is just so much emotional depth here. The tears are wondering as if he's recalling this memory. The voice hitching, the way his voice is softer than usual and calm. Everything he's saying here is true.
I love you on your good days. I love you on your bad days. I love you with your powers. I love you without your powers. I love you for exactly who you are. You're my superhero. And
one day she's gonna realize that I'm just some random nerd that got lucky that Superman landed on his doorstep.
the most incredible person in the world.
And you can't let these mouth breathers ruin you. Ruin us. I mean, they're nobodies. They're nobodies. And you're a superhero. She's special. She was born special. Maybe I was one of the first people to realize that.
Do anything. You can fly. You can move mountains. I believe that. I really do.
What Mike feels towards Elle is idolization. She's the most incredible person in the world, but the only qualities he ever mentions about her are her powers. And Elle wants love from Mike, not to be idolized. Mike is confusing these two things, and because of his own internalized homophobia and fear of admitting his own feelings for Will, which by the way he's using his words to even do this, we are left with an inauthentic love confession.
I can't lose you. Okay? Do you hear me? I can't lose you. But right now, you just have to fight. Okay? Elle, do you hear me?
Notice once again of the lightning and thunder strike that we just heard. Elle literally knows he's lying, you guys. She knows. I'm gonna be a full-blown Mike Wheeler apologist here, but maybe he wasn't really aware that he was lying out of his ass. He was just kind of saying things. He didn't mean it maliciously and was genuinely trying to help her by saying everything he thought she wanted to hear, even if it wasn't really authentic to what he really felt.
I asked if you wanted to be my friend. And you said yes. You said yes.
The slight eyebrows coming together with a fond smile for me. Full well, if this was a boy and a girl, you would be shipping the hell out of this, and no one would be questioning this. This is romantically coded. This is a romantic scene. This is a romantic monologue. Not whatever the hell this was.
It was the best thing I've ever done.
Notice that sharp intake of breath after he just admitted his feelings. This is what breaks through the possession for Will. Ironically enough, what actually breaks through to Elle is seeing and hearing Max in pain. Not whatever the hell fucking Mike was doing out there. I don't fucking know. The difference between season 2 monologue and season 4 monologue is insane. They are both romantically coded scenes, but only one seems authentic. From the fact that they visually used indications with the vines to show that Elle didn't believe any of his shit, to the lighting cues of lightning. If you're wondering why that monologue felt so off, so flat, and so honestly inauthentic, it's because it was intentional. You are supposed to be thinking those things. That is exactly how it was supposed to be acted. And when you juxtapose it next to season 2 and an authentic romance, kind of confession, but not really. It's more of a fond memory recall, but in a very similar situation. You can see night and day which one is more authentic sounding to Mike. If Mike really loved Elle, he wouldn't have had to use Will's words to say I love you with. He wouldn't have had to been peer pressured into saying it after Elle was almost begging him to. And while gay romance may fly under the radar for some of you guys, this romance has been set up since season 1 as well. The point of this video is not to convince you to ship Eiler. It's mostly just to show you the night and day comparison between those two scenes. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on them. I'll see you guys in the next little analysis video. Bye bye for now.